Hi everyone, welcome into Primetime TV Show. I'm one of your hosts, Barbara Marville Kelly. With me is my colleague, husband, best friend, and Grandmaster Dennis Kelly. Thanks for joining us again 2 weeks in a row.
Thanks for inviting me.
I know, this is a special show today, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I want to tell you why this is a special show. We've never done this before, but our hearts told us and really guided us to take this hour to really assist someone who had quite a challenge not too long ago. In fact, within the last couple of weeks. I'm going to show you a picture of her. Her name is Rachel Lilienthal. She happens to be one of our newly certified professional Qigong instructors. There she is with Master Kelly. This was last month at the Courtyard Marriott. We certified her at her levels of Qigong and found her to be such a delight, an absolute delight. Unfortunately, she had quite an accident a couple of weeks ago, and maybe you heard about that on the news. She was attacked while swimming in a river and was attacked by an alligator. And unfortunately, the gator had his way. But yet, after talking with her last night, she's really winning her fight. She's doing very, very well. Well, I have to tell you that what prompted us to do this show today was a letter that we received. Let's see, when was it, hon? It was Friday or Saturday.
Days ago. Right.
Yeah. And the letter says as follows. It brought us both to tears, and we really had to wrap our brain around how to respond to her and how we could help her in any way possibly, and especially the fact that she's part of our organization and our Tai Chi family. But it says, "Dear Grandmaster Kelly, I recently lost my arm to an alligator, and yet somehow I have never felt more blessed, most of the time anyway. Among my blessings, I count my recent experience taking the Qigong seminar in Tampa. I thought I wouldn't be teaching anyone anytime soon, but now I find myself sharing the little I know with my brother who is helping me through my recovery. I took the arm exercises I was given and added the leg movement and breath work from Qigong, as well as the 5-element warm-up, the centering and the settling of the Qi. It has helped both of us stay calm and focused in a positive direction. I am hoping there is an instructor nearby that could come teach us both a class or two, and I would also like to know the next time a seminar will be offered so that my brother can attend. I live in Southwest Orlando near Universal Studios. Thanks for giving me a tool to help me through this difficult time. All the best, Rachel." Rachel, I know you're out there, sweetheart. We want to send you our love and our prayers for continued recovery. And this show today, we just felt that this was something that we could do for you, even though you're a couple of hours away from us, seeing that we are so blessed to have this show through Tampa Bay Multimedia Studios and John Gaston. It's our way to giving back all around the world. And we've been building our audience now for about 1.5 years, and it's been going so strong. But I have to say, and I know you'll agree with me, we've never done anything quite like this in dedicating a show to someone who really, really deserves it. So what we're going to do is, in the next segment, the next 2 segments, Master Kelly is going to be doing some exercises for you. And I believe you said you were going to be doing some of the freestyle as well.
Yes, it's bringing out the vibrations. In other words, the movements that I selected for freestyle are movements that actually puts a person into a high frequency of positiveness. The highest frequency in the universe is the frequency of love. The lowest is hate, and emotions of that nature. But when you get into a frequency of moving smoothly and breathing deeply, it's almost in the same frequency of love. And that's what really the healing aspect, doesn't matter what kind of injury you have, doesn't matter what kind of situation you're in, when you're able to move in a certain manner with certain music and deep breathing, it really has a big effect on the body. It's healing potentials.
Exactly, and that's what we're looking for here. Even for other viewers that are with us today, if you've had any trauma or anything like that, we're not here to make claims on curing you or anything like that, but we're here to present an alternative for your healing of your mind, body, and spirit. And there's so much to be said for the healing power of love. We did the bronze level at our certification last month, and several people came up to me after the 2-day certification course and said there were people out there with tears watching us do that. And you know, I just now realized what it was that they were feeling, because they were watching those of us instructors with that feeling of love on our face and the feeling of bliss and joy when we were going through those beautiful moves. So imagine if you can duplicate that time and time again on a regular basis every single day and get into that feeling of love. And the breath work helps you do that, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It really does.
And I hear you also say time and time again about getting oxygen to the cells. And how does that heal us?
Well, what you're doing, when you're doing deep breathing, a lot of wonderful positive things happen. For example, when you do deep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, you release a gas called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is nature's greatest anti-aging gas. What it does, it dilates all the vessels, enables more oxygen to get into the cell. It enables the body to get rid of carbon dioxide at a quicker rate, and also enables the blood, or I should say the cells, to get nutrients and to cleanse itself. So there's a whole cascade of things that come from deep breathing. Plus it relaxes the body, puts a lot of good hormones, a whole group of hormones called catecholamines. They're the opposite of the cortisol and the adrenaline type hormones that actually can really do damage when they're over a long period of time.
You know, it's really interesting, the evaluations that my husband received during this certification were all 10s. And I looked up yours, Rachel, and she made a comment there. Of course, she thought it was great and everything, but she mentioned something about not teaching immediately right away. And isn't it interesting that you found yourself teaching yourself and your brother within just a couple of weeks? And we're so glad. We talked to Rachel, for everybody else that's watching today, we talked to her last night, and could you imagine the attitude?
She's an amazing lady.
Absolutely.
And the attitude, and I think her dharma is that she's going to be able to use this and help people overcome obstacles and things that normally depress people. So if she can get into the mood that she was with what happened with her, a very traumatic thing, it's a gift. It's the ability to be able to do that. She can think of the amount of people she can help with her knowledge of Qigong, with the accident that happened, that put her in this situation where she can really focus what is best for her.
Exactly, and talk about it, inspiration. I mean, you see that all the time. Things happen to people for whatever reason, and they take that in order to inspire and motivate others to not let them get them down. And she has a tremendous amount of support from her family. You have your Tai Chi Qigong family over here on this side of the coast, but we also have Marie Conrad and Terry Tomlinson, two of our, actually, one is a master trainer. She's been a master trainer. And Terry Tomlinson, I know you're out there, girl. She's official. Yeah. You are official, girlfriend. So we have those two master trainers that have offered to go over to the coast and help Rachel and her brother out. And you're going to love these two gals. So I'm going to put you all together, and you can coordinate your private classes and just sort of collaborate on how you want to do things. And we feel so blessed that you wrote us that moving letter to ask for some help. And so you know what, we just kicked ourselves right into gear and said, well, let's do the show today and share some of the moves with you. Now, I just want to remind you for the next segment, too, is that one of the things that she was doing, which we actually did last week, we did a whole hour on stress, and mainly because we were feeling so much of that stressful energy out in the marketplace, in the grocery stores, on the roads. I mean, people are just like, they're just like running at a high-pitched level no matter where they go. They're saying and doing anything and everything and not really just thinking about other people. So we really felt that we needed to do a little something last week, and now we're doing it again.
So, right, you can never overdo that.
No.
Stress is a #1 killer. It robs us of our youthfulness. It robs us of a long, healthy life. And it's, I call it the death hormone. And any time that you're doing Qigong, deep breathing, meditation, and of course, Qigong is movement and meditation. It gives you an extra bonus. You're really, what you're doing is you're putting a lot of good healing hormones in the body, like I keep mentioning. And those hormones can actually keep the body from aging, like the normal aging process.
Absolutely. So one of the things that I'm hoping that you will do, just to go over and review directly with the audience and with Rachel and her brother and her family, is the 5-element warm-up, and of course settling the chi when you're all done. We're going to have 2 segments. After the break, we come back, we'll have about 12 minutes. Master Kelly will show you some of the most beneficial moves and throw in the freestyle. The freestyle, I love that because you have chosen some of your best of the best that you feel so confident will help get results. No matter who you are out there, you will feel relaxed. You'll feel just that euphoria that we all feel when we do these ancient healing arts, and they've been around for a long, long time, haven't they?
Right, and the big thing is each movement will help a certain part of the body. In other words, each movement will help benefit certain organs. And when you do all these movements, you've really encompassed all these different organs in a positive energy. And it really makes a major difference. Whether you're doing deep breathing, sitting down, or doing it standing up in movement, either one is beneficial. But we found out from experience that standing, if you can stand, if you're in a position to stand, and moving while you're doing the deep breathing, especially with the correct music, it's the same thing as when you really analyze why conductors of orchestra outlive the general population. Why do they outlive the general population? Well, there's 4 things. Movement, they're moving, just like I'm moving now with their hands. And the second one is breathing, because when they move, their body acts like a bellows, their lungs act like a bellows and gets more oxygen. It's like diaphragmatic breathing when they're moving. Then the third one is music. They're doing it to music, and music is so important in healing. And then, of course, the fourth is passion. So when you put the 3 together, the movement, the breathing, and the music, it automatically creates a passion, which puts us in a vibratory level that is actually healing every single one of the 150 trillion cells in a way that we could never do from medication, because the body is the best pharmaceutical factory in the world, and it can heal anything. In fact, for every disease, there's a country where that disease doesn't exist. So that should tell you a lot. Boy,
you're not kidding. There's so much truth to that. And I think maybe if we have time, we can talk. We're going to take a break here in about a minute or so. But when we come back, I'd like you to share what belly breathing is, what breathing from the diaphragm actually is, because it can make a huge difference. And once you practice that belly breathing, you'll watch what happens. You're going to be feeling different, because when you get more oxygen to the cells, obviously we have more energy, we can think more clearly, and with the amount of the stress that's going on in the world, we certainly need to be able to think more clearly so we can make better decisions.
Yeah, well, when you do deep breathing, it's like what you're doing is you're powering up the cells, the little batteries in each of the cells. They're called mitochondria. And as we age, the battery, the power starts getting weaker and weaker. So when you do deep breathing, especially with music, especially with movement, then what you're doing is you're powering up those mitochondria, those cellular batteries. So you have a high spark, which gives you high energy, a low, which gives you low energy, takes away the energy.
Exactly.
We can control our destiny a lot more than we think we can.
We can.
It's not so much what you eat. It's not so much what kind of exercise you do. It's how you do it, with what attitude you have while you're doing it.
Exactly. And Rachel, you have an absolutely incredible, amazing attitude in spite of what you've just been through, my dear. We're going to take a brief little time out. When we come back, we'll show you some exercises, so get nice and comfortable. Make sure you have some water close by so you stay hydrated and everything. These are very easy, simple movements. If you're wheelchair challenged or you have to be seated, it's okay, because some of these movements you can do as well, and definitely the breathing method as well. We'll be right back after this.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now.
I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore.
I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonati spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonati succeeds where others fail.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now.
I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore.
I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
And we're back here, everyone, at Primetime TV Show. I'm your host, Barbara Marville, and I'm with my husband, Dennis Kelly, Grandmaster Dennis Kelly, who is known in the Tai Chi community as a Grandmaster, and he does certify professional instructors. And today we're actually going ahead and we're making this a very special show dedicated to Rachel, who had a very bad accident a couple of weeks ago, and just before that became one of our instructors. So she was looking for a class locally, and this is Rachel here, beautiful gal, and she was looking for a class out in her area, but we thought, well, gee whiz, we do this on every Monday. Let's go ahead and dedicate this show to her. So Master Kelly is going to go ahead and do some exercises with you, but I also wanted to mention that we have the GoFundMe page up. You can donate to help Rachel out. She's already raised close to $20,000, and we would really appreciate your help in assisting and supporting Rachel in her healing and recovery. So I am going to step right off the set, and now it's all up to you, Master Kelly.
All right. Rachel and everybody out there, put your feet shoulders width apart. What we're going to do is a movement called freestyle. It's a series of movements taken from some of the finest movements in Qigong. And it's done in such a manner that I don't talk, I don't explain it. All you need to do is just sort of think about feeling the movements rather than thinking about the movements. In other words, feel the movements, don't think of the past, don't think of the future, only get into this actual moment. Part of the body. That is going to be a vibration. Also want to make sure you up type vibration. So just follow me and enjoy the movement. Do it as close as you possibly can. Following my pace. Here we go. Oh, one thing I want to mention. Inhale to the nose, exhale to the mouth. How you breathe is so very important. Because we want to release that nitric oxide gas. So here we go now. Follow me. doing it with me.
You know, I wasn't doing that along with you, but I was feeling that. I was feeling everything.
Yeah, those of you who were just seated watching that, you'll get a certain amount of benefits just watching it, just observing it.
Exactly. Well, it's time for us to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to share a little bit more with you and talk about the breathing. So stay with us.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now.
I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore.
I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now.
I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore.
I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into Primetime TV show. We want to thank you all for joining us for our special show today that is really dedicated to Rachel, who had a very tragic accident not too long ago and asked for a Tai Chi class, asked for some Qigong. So here we are doing that just for you, Rachel, and we just applaud you with your courage, your inspiration to us. You inspire us, my dear, and we're going to help motivate and inspire others through you. This is Rachel, and I just want to let you know that this is her GoFundMe page. You can donate now, and if you go to my personal page on Facebook, I have this very same link posted there. Help us raise funds for this gal. She is just so courageous, and she truly is an inspiration to all of us. Now, we just came back after a segment where my husband, Dennis Kelly, Grandmaster Dennis Kelly, was doing some movements that can really help you relax, help you get through times of stress. And goodness knows there's plenty of that today, isn't there?
Oh, isn't that the truth?
So what I had mentioned before the break is about the proper way to breathe. Don't you always say in your seminars that the average person is a shallow breather? What's the downside of being a shallow breather versus a belly breather?
Well, when you're a shallow breather, it sort of alarms the body that it's in danger, that it's in something's happening that could be dangerous to the body. So it starts putting bad chemicals in the body when you're a shallow breather. And shallow breathers, basically, they're only using 1/3 of their lungs. So the other 2/3 of the lungs aren't being used. So they're only getting about 1/3 of the oxygen that they really need to get to be truly healthy. That's why doing deep breathing several times a day can compensate for all the stress that we're under. And then we talk about diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing. When you're doing Qigong, you don't really have to concentrate on that because the lungs act like a bellows. But if you're doing deep breathing seated, then the diaphragmatic breathing is good to do. And the way you develop that ability is first, the breath comes from the abdominal area. The best way to do it is as you inhale, push out with the abdominal area, put your fingers right by the belly button there. And as you breathe out, as you inhale, you push the belly out, and then you work up to the lungs, to the chest, and then you expand the chest and the lungs. So it starts with the belly, then it goes up into the chest. And the best way to develop that is lay on your back with a book on your belly, and as you inhale, let the book come up. As you exhale, let it descend. That's the best way to develop belly breathing. And eventually you can do it very easily. So sometimes you may not want to do Qigong or Tai Chi. You may want to just sit and relax and do some deep breathing. That's very, very healthy to do. And of course, that is the best way to develop that ability to be able to do it, is by practicing either standing with your hands by your belly. As you inhale, it comes out. As you exhale, it goes in, and then the chest expands. But the easiest way, like I mentioned, is laying flat on your back with the book on the abdominal area. As you inhale, let the book come up. As you exhale, the book descend and the lungs expand.
And that's how I did learn how to do it. And all of a sudden, after practice with it, I found myself doing it naturally. And we've had many Tai Chi students tell us that that's how they put themselves to sleep at night, is doing that deep diaphragmatic breathing. And before you know it, they're fast asleep.
Well, an easy way to do it, if you just want to be seated without moving, is inhale to the count of 5, exhale to the count of 7. Do that 10 times. Do that 3 or 4 times a day. And that's your maintenance as far as getting the oxygen to the cells, to the mitochondria, and to really stay healthy from the standpoint of being oxygenated. Most people suffer from oxygen deprivation. They suffer from hypokinesis, lack of movement, and they suffer from actually lack of water, dehydration. So those 3 things are so important to realize. When you follow through with those 3 things, you can really, in a way, live a lot healthier than the average person.
No doubt, no doubt. We like to think that we are, and that's why we're here doing our show, to bring you the latest up-to-the-minute reports on what we find on ageless living and living really the best life ever. That's why we call it Primetime TV Show. We want to give you a chance to live your very best prime time, including you, Rachel. And we're so glad that you're all out there with us and supporting Rachel. We're going to go ahead and let Master Kelly do a few more demonstrations. These are called the 6 quick fixes,
right,
and they are powerful. If you're stressed out, I don't know anybody that doesn't have those stressed out moments. And whether it's fight or flight or just getting in a traffic jam or having to face your boss at work, whatever it is, we're going to help you with that. I'm going to step off once again, and then I'll come back. We'll close the show and give tribute to Rachel once again and give her GoFundMe page. So it's all yours, my dear.
All right. Thank you, my dear. Okay, put your feet shoulders width apart. Flex your knees. Relax your body. For example, the first one we're going to do is one we just did, the 5-element warm-up. That one is designed to reduce stress better than any one of the other 5 movements. So just follow me. We're going to do one set of the 5-element warm-up. Remember to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth and breathe through the heart. That means just before you start breathing and moving, call upon some caring, loving thoughts and anchor those thoughts in your heart. Okay, here we go now. Smell the flowers.
slowly blowing out the candles, one candle at a time. When you get to your waist, turn the hands over, pull up as we inhale. Exhale as we reach out. Inhale to bring alongside the temples. Exhale as we push out. Inhale as we bring it into our chest. Exhale, we reach up to the furthest star. Imagine you're reaching high as you can to the other side of the galaxy. Then inhale, inhale till you get shoulders height. Then exhale, exhale, all the way down. Right, the next one is bring the lotus to the temple. Put your feet a little bit more than shoulders width apart. Toes pointed towards the corner. And I want you to imagine that this flower, it grows on top of the water so we don't have to go down too far. We do a squat more than a bend over. And also I want you to imagine that this flower has tremendous healing powers because the strongest force in the universe, according to Albert Einstein, is the power of the imagination. Stronger than E equals MC squared, which is the power of atomic energy or the formula for atomic energy. So just follow me, pick up that beautiful lotus. The flower does have the power to heal. That's much of the beliefs of the Asians, and I share that belief. Follow me. Inhale. Grab a hold of the lotus. Continue inhaling. Exhale as we let it out, touching the two pinky fingers to create a circuit of energy. Inhale as we open up, focusing on the palms. Exhale as we push out really tight. If you curl the thumbs here and push, you get a much tighter push. The palm should be tight as a drum. Then we want to loosen up here as we inhale. Exhale as we come down, picking up the beautiful lotus again. Inhale, inhale, up over the head. And as the hands come down, picture every single cell with happy, smiley faces, at ease, free from disease, full of energy. Inhale, pick up the beautiful lotus. Continue inhaling. Exhale as we let it out, touching the two pinky fingers. Inhale as we open up, focusing on the palms. Exhale as we push out tight. Inhale and we form the arch. Exhale as we come down once again, picking up the beautiful lotus. Inhale, inhale, and then slowly, slowly exhale. Picturing every one of those cells with happy, smiling faces. Now we'll do one more silently. This movement here is designed to increase energy. Very good, excellent. Now the first one we did was to reduce stress. The 5-element warm-up is one of the best movements in Qigong to eliminate stress. And the next one we just did was to bring the lotus to the temple, was to increase your energy level. And the third one we're going to do now is centering, starting with the opposite hand, with your left hand. I'll start with my right hand. Bring it right up to the center and then right down as we exhale. Try not to have any internal dialogue at all as that hand comes down. Now with our right hand, inhale. Slowly exhale. And try to keep that hand in your peripheral vision all the way down without looking down. Smell the flowers. And again, try not to have any internal dialogue going on. No mind chatter. Inhale through the nose. Slowly exhale through the mouth. Smell the flowers. Slowly blowing out the candle. This one is very good for centering, focus and concentration. Because when you focus and concentrate and you can fix your ideas on a goal, it makes that goal twice as easy to make. So this is a great movement for developing focus and concentration. Next movement's called the press. All right, we fold our fingers like this, palms up. This is designed to reduce stress, also in the neck and the shoulders, and also it's great for reducing migraine headaches. And the other thing it does, it increases the ability to get more blood to the brain, because when you reduce stress in the neck and in the shoulders, you're able to get more blood to the brain and be able to think better and feel better. And also it increases a certain amount of upper body strength. So here we go now. Inhale as we come up. When you can't come up any further, turn the palms over. Go down as far as you can handle it. You want to fix your eyes where the ceiling meets the wall. We'll hold it for about 12 seconds, 10 to 12 seconds. And if you can exhale for the full 10 to 12 seconds, that's the best. And if you can't, just hold your breath. That's the next best thing. Inhale as we come up. And then as the hands come down, picture like leaves falling from a tree. Let's repeat that a couple times. Inhale as we come up. Bring your palms downward. Exhale as you go down as far as you can handle it, as far as you can stand it. Hold it there. Inhale as we come up. Exhale as we come down. Again, picturing every single cell full of energy and happy. One more. Excellent. Now the next one is called the wave. I like to call this one the universal dance also. Follow me. Inhale. And up right to the front of your head. Exhale as we come down. Inhale as we come up. Exhale as we come down. Now the right hand. Smell the flowers. Slowly blowing out the candles. Inhale. Slowly exhale. This one is designed to be able to free the body, the mind, and the emotions in a trilogy. Just like dancing. All right, then we have number 6, moving the chi. I like to call this one the internal massage. I want you to think of each hand like being a scanner, scanning all the internal organs as we move the hands in this fashion, looking for things that need fixing. And in some cases, it actually goes about fixing those things. How about that? Right hand by the throat, left hand is for the belly button. The bottom hand should come up on the inside. We'll have a pause after each inhale and after each exhale. Inhale with a little pause. Exhale with a pause. Smell the flowers. Blow out the candles. Picture a white, hot, healing light emanating from the hands, piercing the internal body cells and making them feel better, healthier, and attaching itself to all the internal organs, looking for things that need fixing, and going about fixing those things. And then our courtesy bow. And that is in tribute to our veterans.
And to Rachel Lilienthal, our whole show was dedicated to you today.
And God bless you.
God bless you for sure, and everybody else that's giving her the support that she needs. She's doing quite well. We spoke with her last night, and you're right there with us watching the show that was made just for you. And we'll do more of this too. Isn't it amazing, the technology? That, I mean, people all around the globe can watch our shows at 5 o'clock, and it's just such a blessing to have Tampa Bay Multimedia Studios right here in the heart of Newport Richey, Florida. It's just so great. We have this fabulous studio where we can get knowledge out to people that may not be able to get out, or people like Rachel today. And we want to go ahead and put up the GoFundMe page for Rachel, and you can also see that on my timeline at Barbara Ann Marvel-Kelly. And that's on Facebook. But we would like to thank everyone for joining us today. And Rachel, you just keep doing what you're doing and keeping your faith and believing in yourself. And I know you're going to do very well. And the other thing I wanted to say is if you want to find out more in-depth information, feel free to go to dennis-kelly.com. You can hear the history behind Tai Chi, the history behind Qigong, which is the grandfather to Tai Chi, and just really understand a little bit more because we have a lot of really great information there. So do you have anything else to share, my friend?
No, except God bless everyone. And remember, breathe deeply everywhere you go. Oxygen is the best food you'll ever get.
Boy, that's for sure. And on that note, we want to thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, live at 5, right here at Primetime TV Show. And I just throw you a big old kiss. Mwah.